Hi guys, it's Wombat, and today I'm gonna give you two mods I created myself, which is odd. I'm not a mod maker, but still, I'm using a lot of different map mods, among them ROC and CH map. CH map is the map formerly known as ROC, or Republic of China. But today it's known as the CH map, so I'm referring to it as CH map. Both those maps have one thing in common, several things, communists, blah blah blah, but both of them have one thing in particular in common, and that is the bloody intrusive traffic they provide. So if you add CH mod and or ROC to your map combo, you end up with a lot of CH map or ROC traffic in Europe, which none of us want. So what I've finally been able to do is, and I used that in a previous video, at least for the CH map, but today I'm also adding the ROC version of it. I have completely removed the ROC and CH map traffic, and to kind of prove that, I'm actually hauling right now on ROC. So let me know if you can find any Russian trailers here. There are some Russian traffic still here, mainly police. Of course, I haven't removed the police from either ROC nor CH map, and there are some Russian trucks hauling here as well, but it is in no way intrusive, and it feels kind of natural to actually have speaking of, here is one of them, the Ural truck, and the police as well, just to prove my point. But most importantly, it's completely removed from Europe. So it kind of feels odd now to haul even here on ROC. It feels more like any other map mod, really. And another thing, speaking of ROC, that I've done is that I've removed the bloody ferries completely from ROC. And the reason for that is that I both hate ferries, I get seasick, and I also don't see the point in having a wonderful haul from, say, Vorkuta to Murmansk on ROC, where you just take a bloody ferry that makes the entire trip 15 minutes long. There's no point in that. This is not the ferry simulator. So if you're using this mod, you'll have to haul all the way from the eastern side of ROC all the way around to the western side and up to Murmansk. There's no way around that, which I find to be a good thing. Speaking of ROC, one final thing I've done with that map, because I've always had a lot of comments about it, it's the in-game music. I have now removed that as well, so if you add ROC and still listens to the menu music, you won't hear any Russian music anymore, for better and for worse. Some people liked it, most people didn't, so I removed that. Enjoy. So let's quickly take a look at the map and how I've tested this, and then I'm gonna show you where you put these two mods if you want to use them. And yeah, let's get started. So for this test I'm only using the CH map, aka ROC. We have that, and we have of course all the map DLCs and everything else, and we have ROC. Immediately here you can see that we do not have the ferries from ROC. I hate the ferries and the train and the plane connections from ROC. So in my mod I have removed those completely. They are not here. If I could, I'd also remove these sectors here to Soviet era military stations in Poland and Germany. But I can't, because I'm not an expert on mods. I'm not even able to open the mods for ROC. So I can't remove them, but I have at least removed all the ferries. If you want to haul on ROC these days, you'll have to drive or haul the entire way. There's no way you can use any ferries anymore. I find that to be a good thing. I've also removed the ROC traffic completely, and I am able to, if you guys want me to also do some modifications to the built-in sounds on ROC. I haven't started doing that yet. I do think that they are way too loud in lots of places, like around some cafes and in the forests where you hear the wolves howling. I'm able to do something about that if you want me to. But most importantly, I have removed both the ROC traffic completely. No more stupid ROC traffic in Europe, that means. And that also means that my second mod, which is a similar thing with the Chinese map, we completely remove all the traffic. I haven't removed the ferries in this case. Come to think of it, if you want me to, I can do that as well and just keep one. Let me know what you want. Actually 2 and actually 3 ferries, but I could remove the rest of them so that we only have one ferry going into the mainland China and one going into Taiwan, and of course one going to Hainan. Let me know what you want. But most importantly, we do not have any Chinese traffic in Europe or anywhere else. We don't have any ROC traffic in Europe or anywhere else. It's completely gone. And where you put these mods, well, it's fairly easy. You have the Russian Open Spaces files, and just above the Russian Open Spaces vehicle truck, you then add traffic and sound fix. Same thing for chmod or ROC. You have all the ROC files here, and then you add the chmod traffic fix above those files. So it doesn't matter if you're using both ROC and China map, or if you're just using China map or just ROC and other mods as well. Just put it above the chmod def and Russian Open Spaces vehicle truck respectively. So there you have it. I talked too much, obviously. I wanted to show you 2 mods and that took me 8 minutes. I need to cut down on the time I'm talking in my videos. Sorry about that. But that's it. If you want to see some modifications to this, maybe to the in-game sounds on ROC or the ferries on ROC map, let me know in the comments. The truck I'm using is a Moss truck. It's a paid mod by RTA, so I'm not going to bother with a link to that in the video description. But of course there are links to both these mods in the video description. I'm going to use these 2 mods on all my future map combos where I use chmap and or ROC. It's going to be optional, of course, to use them, but I'm going to include them in all my future videos on those 2 maps. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe as well. As always, feel free to share any of my videos on any of your social media. It helps me grow, so in advance, thank you very much for that. Till next time, take care everyone. Bye bye.